Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's video, we will be doing some more work on Collapsible, the tiling window manager for Windows, which is written in the Rust programming language. We are going to be diving back into the Collapsible GUI made with egui today. That will make this the second video in that little egui E-frame mini-series. So if you are interested in creating graphical user interfaces in pure Rust, you are in the right place. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the very positive comments and compliments left on the last video in which I showcased this new look. Honestly, I didn't think anybody was paying attention to the face cam. It turns out a lot of you are paying attention to the face cam. So if you said something nice about my new appearance, thank you very much. Alright, so let's see where we got to last time. We got to cargo run bin Collapsible egui. And this is what we have, right? Hello viewers of GZ Code, so we've got some text. We have a toggleable button here. And we can send some messages that are going to change the color of our active window border. And we have buttons where we can change the active layout. Ooh, damn, we got a lot done last time. So this time, on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z, I want to start adding in some collapsible divs. I'm not sure what they're called, but I have seen them on the egui demo. So let me just pull that up real quick. Like here. So you see here you have this collapsible theme. This is kind of what I'm aiming for different global state options. Yeah. So why don't we see where we're at? So a lot of the heavy lifting, the rendering happens inside implement E-frame app for whatever your struct is, whatever your state struct is. So I think we can keep the heading for now. But why don't we... I think there is an option for me to take a look at the source code here. So theme UI.collapsing. Alright, let's try UI.collapsing. So UI.collapsing, and what does that take? It starts out collapsed. It has a heading. So one of the things that I think is a low-hanging fruit is the ability to turn on and off mouse follows focus. So if I select focus right, you can see, just keep an eye on my mouse cursor here. It's in the middle. It's associated with the IntelliJ Rust Robo window. I'm going to focus right, and the mouse is now on the Windows terminal window. And this behavior is called mouse follows focus. And this is a simple Boolean toggle. And I think we can add that in through here as well. So we have UI collapsing. We'll call this like mouse options, I guess. And then we have this. So we learned that there is this toggle value function to give us that on-off button look. So we're gonna grab another one of those. We still need to figure out what that is. Let me just add a little to do in there. And this is gonna be mouse follows focus. And the message that we're going to send over IPC, that stands for inter-process communication, is going to be mouse follows focus, and then this will be a boolean. So this isn't stored in the state yet, so we want to pull that in. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, so why don't we say here mouse follows focus bool. I don't think actually this one is in the global state. We'll have a look. No, this is in the window manager state. So we'll pull in the state. So we send a query to Komorebi. We send the state query. We get back a string from that, and then we use JSON to deserialize it to state. And you can see mouse follows focus here. That's what we're going to be using. So mouse follows focus, we're going to initialize that with the value from the state. And so we can go back to these to-dos here, and this is going to be a ref moot self focus follows mouse, and here we're going to send that value. Cool, let's see how this looks. Let's run this. All right, here we go. So we have mouse, focus follows mouse is on, okay. So I'm gonna turn that off. And so we'll do our little experiment again. Here is my mouse on top of the Rust Rover window. I'm going to focus to the right, and the focus has shifted, but my mouse cursor is still associated with the Rust Rover window. Excellent. So now I'm going to toggle it back on, redo the same experiment, and the mouse moved with focus. Damn, nice and easy. I like it. What I don't like so much is that now we have all of this stuff just hanging out. So let's add another collapsing block for everything to do with the border. UI collapsing, border, UI, and we can move this. So that is our Boolean toggle, our on-off button. And I wonder if we can nest. So if I do UI.collapsing again, and I do colors, I do UI, because I want this a couple of times, because we have 3 different types of colors. We have the single color, we have the stack color, and we have the monocle color. So that's 1. Maybe let's nest this again. Colors, single. Is that right? Kind of. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so this is for single. This is for stack. Make sure I don't miss anything here. Stack, 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 stack. And finally we will have monocle. I always end up typing that wrong somehow. Okay, monocle, monocle. Ah, what did I do? There we are. Oh, God. There we are. Monocle. And I need to change this one out as well. So let's see how this looks now. We should have a bunch of nicely nested collapsing. Yeah, so we have the toggle here, then we can go into colors. We got the stack color, we got the monocle color. That's everything that we expect, and then once we're done, we can collapse that all down. Damn, really nice. What else do we have on the border config? Oh, why don't we take a look? We got the border colors, got the border config, so we have enabled colors. We also have the border style. Okay. Let's go back to here and see what makes sense. Oh, this is exactly what I want. I want this kind of drop down. How do I get to the source of the settings? Maybe they have it somewhere else. Font book? No. Miscellaneous demos. Custom collapsing header, not that. I don't want a checkbox, I want it like a drop down. I know it exists because I've seen it used. Panel? No. Code example? No. Bezier curve? No. Context menus? No. Not a context menu. Just a drop down. Table, maybe? No. Text edit? No. Input test? Okay. Egui, E-frame, drop down. Combo box. That's probably what I want. Yes, that looks like exactly what I want. So creates a new combo box. Is this a UI add? How do people use combo box? Added examples for combo box. Excellent. That is exactly what I need. Combo box. Where are you? So when created from a label, text will be shown on the side. Oh, this is the bit I want, I think. I think this is exactly what I want. It works like a button that can be checked. Here it serves the purpose of a radio button with a single option being selected at any time. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Why don't we yoink that? So we have the mouse stuff, we have the border stuff. So let's collapse this down. I think we're done with that. So actually all of the colors we can collapse down. And this one is gonna be... Oh, something went wrong. Oh no, that's okay. So for option and so my options are gonna be the Wait, I need to wrap this in another collapsing. Active window border style. Pass that to UI. Bring this up here. And so our options are going to be active window border style. System. There we go. System, rounded, and square. There we go. So we have our options. And self.option. So option refers to this for one of these. So this should be self.borderConfig active window border style. Option to string, and then this will be self.borderConfig active window border style is option. So that will get updated, right? And then here we need to make an IPC call to update that value. Active window border style, and we are just going to pass here the active window border style. Very nice. Let's see how that's looking. All right, mouse border. Ooh, I think I'm gonna change this to style. Anyway, okay, so we have square. We are using the square border right now. If we change this to rounded, yep, we have the rounded borders. And if we change it to system on Windows 11 is the rounded border. I'm gonna set that back to square because square just feels really aesthetic, you know? I saw on Hacker News the other day, I wonder if it's still there. I got such a wave of nostalgia. It was like something OS. Sorry for just going off on a tangent here, but I got the biggest hit of nostalgia. And this ties into, this is it, Krazam OS. And this ties into like square borders and the whole UI trend to go towards curved everything. Look at this. This is the peak of user interface design, in my opinion. I feel so many things looking at this and interacting with this. I was actually just thinking earlier today that I would really like to just bring up a Windows 95 virtual machine and just play around with it. This is so beautiful. I feel very sad for what we've lost. I do feel very sad for what we've lost. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. This style of design holds a very, very special place in my heart. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could have a video. Let me know in the comments if this would be an interesting video that you would watch. Maybe I set up Windows 95 in a virtual machine and we go back in time. And I don't know, maybe we try and write something to run on Windows 95 with Windows RS and get it to compile. I think that could be a pretty cool video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyhow, so now we have the active window border style, which is looking good. I'm just going to change this to style. And what else do we have? The border offset and the border width. I think I want a slider. I've seen a couple of sliders around on the egui. Wait. Where are the demos? What did I do? Alright, let's get them all out. There's gotta be one. Like this. Wait, where did it go? This. This is what I want. But hopefully not as slow. Like a pan zoom. Basically, this is what I want. I want one of these widgets that lets you increase or decrease the active window border width and active window border offset. So, where's the widget? Where is the widget? Egui E-frame slider. Is there like a nice E-frame one? UI add on changed maybe. Okay, I think we need something like this. I think it's really refreshing actually now working on this, where I can just be like, I think it's this, and I feel confident enough to just copy paste it and try it out and have that confidence that it's not going to be insane. UI collapsing. This is a really nice, I think a really nice way of ordering a little UI like this. Just, you know, having these trees where you drill down. I mean, it worked before, and it worked very well before. I see no reason why we can't do this again, why we can't bring it back. So first, let's do the width. Where did that snippet go? Slider. So my float 32. So I guess this needs to bind somewhere. So we're gonna do something like this. If the slider is changed, send a message. Okay, let's get something into the state. Oh, this needs to be an F32, I think, in order to work with the slider. That's okay, we can cast it back. So self border config width. And people can set negative widths, right? So let's do the range as like -50 to 50. Why not? Can you set a default on that? No. Alright, doesn't matter. So we are going to send another socket message. When that happens, we are going to send a border width. Border width as I32. And I think we can copy paste this for the border offset. Border width, border offset. Very nice. Let's recompile and see how that looks. That does not compile. Why you no compile? Expected F32 found I32. So we got to add some casts here as well. All right, so border width. Oh, it's pre-populated with our border width. So why don't we bring this here? Ooh, look at that width. Because like the way, unfortunately, this works in Windows is like you gotta play with the offsets. The offsets are not triggering. Oh my god. I don't think the offsets are triggering. Maybe I missed something. I didn't update this, that's why. You have to manipulate the two things independently, which is a bit of a drag sometimes, but it's okay. Huh. Why is that not? I have a feeling that this is hanging. Debug, I am here. Yeah, it doesn't get the global state. I'll tell you what. Just hold on a second. Why don't we just short circuit this with CommRebC stop, CommRebC start. Okay. And let's try that again. So maybe that's something to watch out for if you're doing IPC over Unix sockets on Windows. So we can change the offset now. So the way it works is like the width gets drawn inwards. So if you want like a super thick border like this, you have to adjust the offset however much. And it's always been kind of confusing for people. Like I didn't have this mental model when I first realized that this is how we'd have to go about it. But I think this is a really nice visual aid for people to figure out how they want their border widths. Super cool. What time are we on? 28 minutes. Is this a good place to wrap it up? There's a lot more I want to do. I'm really into this and I want to I want to keep on going. So, I mean, I guess we can talk about what I would like to do next. So, we have a bunch of global options set here, right? I think probably we can do a similar thing with the stack bar. We can have global options here, but what I'm more interested in is where these options, the layout options and other things, are going to live. So I imagine there are probably quite a few new folks who are here just for the egui stuff, but if you are not familiar with the layout of the CommRebC state, we can take a quick look here. So there are monitors. I have two monitors right now. One of them is an iPad where I have OBS running. And inside the monitors you have workspaces. And inside of the workspaces, you have workspace specific configuration like the layout, like workspace padding, container padding, whole bunch of stuff, right? And this lives, when I say this, I mean these layouts. Really, we want them to live here. So what I would like to do is be able to model as a drill down tree here, like, okay, this is monitor 1, these are the workspaces on monitor 1, and then have these interactive tools and toggles to like change the workspace padding, these kind of things for me to be able to change the the layout as well, like we have here. I think I just heard my camera overheat. It is a very hot day here in Seattle. Just give me a moment and let me get that back on. Alright, I'm not sure how much time I have until the camera overheats again, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this on up, my friends. Let me get up the sponsor page so that I can express my thanks and my gratitude to the sponsors of this project. Unfortunately, I do not have much to offer in return for sponsorship. If you are on Discord and you are someone who has sponsored in the past or is currently sponsoring, you do get a special role. If you haven't claimed yours yet, just drop me a line in any one of the channels. I'll be very happy to give you the special role. Alright, so starting from the right, thank you Tuo, Azine, Sidium, David, James, Pavel, EFL1P, private sponsor number 1, Juan, Mike WW, Michael, Greg, Nia, Maxwell, PJHFGGIJ, Hyro, DM1681, Darian, Kwang, Surefire, Solomon, private sponsor number 2, Kilroy, my boy, Evan, Alex, Julian, and Yasuyuki. Thank you all so very much for all of your support, both the current sponsors and the past sponsors. If you too would like to join the peoplehood of the sponsors, all inclusive, the peoplehood, head on over to the sponsor page, sponsors/Jeezy. There are also links to this on the Komorebi repo. You can become either a one-time sponsor or a monthly sponsor, and honestly, even if it's just $1 a month, it makes such a huge difference. Do not discount how much of a difference it makes to me. It is a very big difference. If, however, you are not in a position to become a sponsor, the very next best thing that you can do is head on over to the YouTube. Actually, you're already on YouTube. What am I saying? You're on YouTube, so just make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are, oh my god, we're almost at 1,600 subscribers. It took me so long to get to 1,000 subscribers. I feel like I'll probably reach 2,000 subscribers in less than half the time. But we are now a fully monetized YouTube channel, which means that, you know, all of your watch time, all of your interactions, those few seconds of advertisements that you watch before you hit skip, we get a little bit of a cut from that on the channel, which makes it a really cool passive way to financially support this project by just watching YouTube. I know, it's crazy, but it works. We're making a couple of cents every day. Maybe one day we will also reach the $100 minimum payout limit. Yeah, that is it. That is it for this time, my friends. I hope you are enjoying this mini-series. If you tuned in for the first time, there is much more where this came from coming soon. Alright, my friends, that is it for today. I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.